They mocked my fake breasts until they learned the truth. I was sitting alone at a bar, waiting for my husband to arrive. It was our wedding anniversary, and I had gone out of my way to make the evening special. I was wearing a blouse that was a little more low-cut than I would normally choose. Not for attention from strangers, but for him. A year earlier, my life had changed forever. Because of hereditary breast cancer, I had undergone a double mastectomy. The surgery saved my life, but it also meant losing a part of myself. After months of treatments, procedures, recovery, and reconstruction, I was finally beginning to feel comfortable in my own skin again. My reconstructed breasts were still settling and didn't look completely natural yet. But I was proud of how far I had come. As I sat there waiting, I noticed a group of men and women at a nearby table. They were drinking, laughing loudly, and clearly not concerned about who could hear them. At first, I ignored them. Then I realized they were talking about me. More specifically, they were talking about my chest. Those are definitely fake. I can't stand fake breasts. Women who get them are so fake. The comments kept coming. The table erupted in laughter while they judged someone they knew absolutely nothing about. For a moment, I felt that familiar sting. The kind that cancer survivors know all too well. Not physical pain, but the emotional scars that remain long after the surgeries are over. I could have stayed silent. I could have moved to another seat, but instead, I turned around and looked directly at them. The table immediately went quiet. Then I asked, "You know what I hate more than fake breasts?" Nobody said a word. The smiles disappeared. The laughter stopped. And then I answered my own question. Breast cancer. The silence that followed was deafening. Their faces changed instantly. The confidence was gone. The jokes were over. A few of them looked down at their drinks. Others stared at the floor. Finally, one person quietly muttered, "Shit, sorry." Within minutes, they paid their bill and left. Not because I yelled, not because I insulted them, but because they suddenly realized that the person they had been mocking had a story they never bothered to consider. A few minutes later, my husband arrived. I told him what had happened. And after everything we'd been through together, the diagnosis, the surgeries, the fear, the recovery, we couldn't help but laugh. Not because the situation was funny, but because life has a way of reminding people that assumptions can be dangerous. The next time you feel tempted to judge someone based on what you see, remember this. You don't know their story. You don't know their battles. And you certainly don't know what it took for them just to be sitting there smiling. Be kind, because the strongest people in the room are often the ones carrying scars you'll never see.